Hello.
Hello.
Look who is here. Ding. Yeah, you get 3 for the price of 1 today. Well, I thought make them work. Why not? This is just a little quick Christmas roundup from my home and my family to yours. So I hope that everybody is healthy and well and reasonably happy. Anyway, we're going to do lots of positivity for the next 30 minutes or so. So let's get our friends on Facebook. Now, I learnt my lesson last time about leaning forward in this top, so I am wearing a brooch. After all the comments, I have to apologise for my cleavage. Oh, hello, Facebook. Sorry, you just caught us there. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. My lovely 2 assistants are with me today, and they're a bit squashed up here on Instagram because we have to record it this way or film it this way. Whereas, obviously, if you want a bit more of a view, you might like to go to Facebook because you can kind of spread out a little bit.
Yes.
So for those who don't know, well, who doesn't know lovely Lil, because Lily, otherwise known as Amaryllis, which is her real name.
It is.
And she was born at the beginning of January when all the amaryllis flowers were out, so it just seemed appropriate. And actually there is a very famous classical musician, I think she might be a cellist.
I think she is a cellist called Amaryllis, yes.
Amaryllis Fleming, yeah, did you know that? And also Shakespeare wrote a sonnet to Sweet Amaryllis dressed in green.
Oh, I did not know that.
Except you're dressed in black today,
I
there
am.
you go. And did you dye these jeans?
I did, yes.
That's really
They
cool.
were white or cream and they're now blue. I don't know if you can see them because I'm sitting on the floor.
Yeah, very nice.
That's just
There has been rather a lot of dyeing going on in this household, and I don't mean that in the fatal sense. I mean that in the hair dye sense, which we might reveal. Brella, of course, is sitting
People
here.
are talking about Brella's hat.
Okay, yeah, this is the hat. So the hat has been the sort of festive star of the entire time that we've been together, and will probably be your lockdown hat.
Yeah.
And we were just sitting here earlier, so we're sitting in my sitting room, and I hope we shut the boys off the Wi-Fi, by the way. I forgot to remind them that we were in here. They might, if the connection goes, then we'll have to shut them off. But I just looked in the corner, and Brella noticed that there's a picture that I've got in my sitting room of, look, guess who? Yeah, so this is Lily, taken when you were, I don't know, how old?
I don't know, 11, 12.
You were saying it was before you had braces?
Yes.
So, yeah, it must have been about that. And look what she's wearing. Yeah, whoops, get the camera right. She's wearing the same little beanie hat. So it just shows what goes around comes around. Never chuck any of your fashion out because it will come back and be the height of fashion. But I remember you loved that hat.
I did love that hat, I did.
So what we've been doing the last couple of days, and you may have seen actually I posted yesterday on my stories, is a bit of hair dye, because this one obviously is the hair dye Fundi, which is Kenyan for kind of expert of the household. And Brella here has a little bit of catching up to do. Are you going to actually show us what's under your hat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, this is not the finished result, by the way. Okay,
We're halfway through.
We're
halfway, so bear with, as they say in Miranda, bear with. I had such a fright. I went in and woke this one up this morning with a cup of tea, and I opened the door, and I thought, where's Brella? What have you done with Brella? Who is this person? Actually, she did look just like Marilyn Monroe, actually lying there with her beautiful blonde hair.
Or Draco Malfoy.
Or Draco Malfoy.
Yeah.
Well, I think you look quite glamorous, but it's not going to stay like that, is it?
It's not. It's going lilac, hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
That's the
Okay.
plan,
Light purple.
okay?
Light purple.
A light purple. Well, I mean, hey. Do you know, I've always said to my kids, no tattoos, no piercings, but you can do what you like with your hair. Because my philosophy is that hair changes. You can chop it all off, it grows, it's no problem. We haven't quite sorted out the no piercings. How many piercings have you got in your ears now? Well, I don't know
5.
how many that you've confessed to. As far as I know, there are no
6.
tattoos, but, hey. And how many have you got? Well, listen,
6.
you've got your migraine one here, haven't
Yeah,
you?
I do.
So what do they call this?
A daith piercing.
But it didn't work.
No.
It didn't work. One of the many things that has been tried. And it's ongoing. Now, anyway, I digress. I was supposed to be doing all sorts of hopefully helpful decoration, last minute present wrapping ideas. And this, actually talking about present wrappings, we've got a present.
We do have a present.
Yeah, look at this. It's arrived. It says, to Liz and Lily, Merry Christmas. Love from Annie. It says Annie Reed at Sanson Reed. Actually, why don't you open it,
Oh, okay.
sweetheart?
Fine.
It matches your hair, the ribbon.
It does. I love the ribbon.
I've got a whole box of ribbons. I am my mother's daughter. I keep everything.
I'm my mother's daughter.
And do you keep it all?
Yes,
I
I
mean,
do.
Granny irons wrapping paper. But it's so handy because then it comes back again. And I'll show you some of the eco wrapping ideas we've got. So what is here? Thank you, Annie. That's so kind of you.
Look.
Oh my goodness!
How sweet.
A pair
Oh,
of giraffes. Aren't
That's
they
really
gorgeous? And actually they're tinkly because they've got a little bit attached to
Love
them here.
it.
And do you know, I don't know whether you know this, Annie, but
Like
this is really appropriate because not only are they our favourite animal, as you saw maybe from the pictures of our giraffe rescue in our Kenyan home, but the name for giraffe in Swahili is Twiga, and your nickname was Twiga Lil.
Yep, it was.
Wasn't that your first password on something?
Yes.
Twiga Lil.
still is.
Yes, we'll have to change all that now. But these are lovely. So Twigas.
Yes.
Little handmade brass Twigas
They're
for the
lovely.
tree. Yeah, God, we had a couple of Swahili words already today.
Yeah,
then.
we have.
We've had fundi. We've
And
had Twiga.
Twiga.
What else can we get away with? Lots of good things. Lots of things. We're going to do lots of things that are very maridadi today.
Oh, excellent.
Okay, so maridadi means pretty or good. So, you know, when you see something and you say to somebody, you know, what do you think about this? They go, oh, maridadi or maridani sana, which is very. If you add sana to anything, it means it's extra. So extra, very, you know, it's like, you know, how are you? Good. You know, Missouri, good. Missouri sana, very good. Anyway, there we go. I'm not supposed to be talking about any about this. I'm supposed to be talking about...
Having a language lesson.
I am, yes. No, my Swahili is terrible, but I am, hopefully... I mean, who knows whether we're going to be able to fly anywhere at the moment. But there we go. Let's not even think about that. I was looking through my e-guide, and the great thing about e-guides, of course, guys, is that you don't have to rely on post.
No.
So it doesn't matter about if you've missed the last posting dates or whatever. So you can download this right now if you want to. It's the Happy Healthy Christmas. We have been working our way through it here, haven't we? Been baking and making and doing mulled wine. There's a new video up on YouTube, just went up yesterday, on making a healthier version of mulled wine, which is slightly lower sugar, more of the spices. It's really, really good. You want to try that. But here we've got some homemade gift ideas here for last minute presents. And there's also the wrapping. So what I wanted to show you, because I know you girls will love this, I know you've still got some Christmas wrapping to do.
We were literally just talking in the kitchen about how much we love wrapping.
Yeah, we were.
Well, there you go. So, I can't find it in here. Anyway, this is an e-guide. I've just printed it out so I can show you, but there is lots in here. You can make a wreath, you can do your Christmas decorations, which I will show you. Anyway, you have to take my word for it. It is in here, including a step-by-step how-to. Do you want to show me where the little roses? If you pass me those newspapers. Oh, we've done them here. Yeah, so if you're stuck for wrapping paper, and actually, do you know, even if you're not stuck, it's a really good idea to, you know, reuse, recycle, all of that, be a bit more sustainable. So how about this for a present idea? So this, I rather love that. So you can just cut out the crossword from an old newspaper. And then I've just made a little gift tag using a slice of dried orange and a bit of recycled ribbon. You could actually, if you were really clever, use like a red pen or gold pen and just, you know, write in the name, who it's to and from, using the grid of the crossword.
Oh, cute. That's
And
nice.
in here is a bar of Fire Tree chocolate. Yum!
Who's
You
it
love
for?
Fire Tree? Well, that depends. How good are you feeling? We do still have the Liz Loves code, by the way. I know a lot of the codes are still going, so, you know, if you want to be ordering things for the new year, you probably missed last posting. Actually, I don't know, some people might be risking it, but the post is really erratic. I've been getting lots of messages from people saying they've already received the January issue of the magazine, which is amazing, because we sent it out early thinking the Christmas post would be terrible. Some places it's arrived already, some places will take longer. But anyway, we sent them out a little bit earlier, hoping that given all the bank holidays, by the time we get to January the 1st or 2nd, you know, virtually everybody will have theirs. So thank you for all your messages. Love seeing them, love all the pictures of, you know, it arriving on the doormat or being opened or enjoyed or read or whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to share these with you because these are super easy to make and you can turn them into garlands. So I think I mentioned these before. These are some of the ones that I was drying at the bottom of the oven. So you can just dry them overnight on a really, really low setting, like almost nothing. It's like baking a meringue. Or you just maybe don't leave the oven on overnight, but use it for a few hours during the day. They take maybe up to 8-10 hours maybe to dry out like that. And then you can use them. You can either make little Christmas decorations like this that you hang on the tree. And we've tried to find glitter, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
You were down in town yesterday trying to find glitter.
Trying to find glitter.
Tried everywhere. Tried at least 4 different shops.
Yeah.
So,
but I did my ones at home. I made a garland out of them, and I put glitter around where the skin is here.
Around the edge.
I glued all the way around, and then dipped it in glitter.
So pretty to do that.
Yeah,
and
pretty.
actually, one of the first things that you and I ever did was to make glitter decorations, wasn't it? For the magazine.
Yes.
This one we've sprayed, so that's a really pretty one that's been sprayed. And you can use the hole in the centre. You can thread them on ribbons and then just hang them up like a garland. So I'll try and find pictures of stuff that we've done and post that later. But what I was thinking is necessity being the mother of invention. I don't have any glitter. So look what I found in my cupboard.
Oh, very clever. Very good.
Nail varnish.
Yes.
So I have here's one that I did earlier. Should have been on Blue Peter like my friend Anthea. So yeah, I just edged that in a silver nail varnish.
Cute.
Isn't that
Yeah,
cute?
it's really pretty.
Just like that, just to give it a little bit of a gleam. And one of them I did... Where's the one? Oh yeah, that one I did... No, that one's sprayed. One of them I think I did with the goldy one. So anyway, if you've got glitter, great. If you haven't got glitter, and for some reason there's probably been a rush on homemade Christmas decorations or something,
Someone's just saying glitter is a no-no because it's plastic and not eco-friendly, but you can get eco-friendly glitter.
You can get eco-friendly glitter, absolutely. Like you can get eco-friendly sequins now, which is really good. We've written about it. And in fact, I know, Lainey, you are on Facebook at the moment, aren't you, honey? Thank you for monitoring that. We've got a link, we've got a feature on eco-friendly wrapping and sustainability and all of that, and how to have a plastic-free Christmas, which is something that we're trying to do. So this is something, guess what is in here? This is a little cracker made out of newspaper wrapping. Do you know what's in this one? No. Do you recognise the shape of the box, maybe? So this is something, actually maybe I haven't given it to you in the boxes, maybe I've just given it to you in the little bottle.
Oh, is it Better You?
No, not Better You, but that's a good one. Slumber Drops.
Yeah, no, I've never seen their boxes, only the...
Okay, they've got really nice boxes. So this is my Slumber Drops Life Armour, which is probably a present to me, with love from me, because I do love it so much. And we've also still got the Liz Loves code running right the way through that, and on all the Better You stuff. Actually, you used the bath salts, didn't you? Was it the Better Salts, the magnesium?
Yeah, oh my goodness,
I love
really
those.
nice. Yeah.
Do you find it helpful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really muscle relaxing. Very much so.
And do you know the whole magnesium thing, and we've written a lot about magnesium on Earle Wellbeing. Your father, Brella, I gave him some magnesium last night.
Oh yeah.
Because he was complaining that he wasn't sleeping really well. And I said to him this morning, how did you sleep last night? He said for the first time in literally months, he slept all the way through.
It's incredible.
That's
he
amazing.
woke up at like 7:15, and normally he's like up 3 times a night.
I sleep so deeply when I have magnesium. It's just really good.
Isn't it?
So
Such
good.
a helpful thing. So if anybody is not on magnesium, the combination of those two things, Slumber Drops from Life Armour and magnesium from Better You, both you get them with the Liz Loves discount. Ooh, Facebook says it's trying to reconnect. Let's hope we do connect you, Facebook. We don't want to lose you. Hopefully you will come out well. Hello, hi. Oh, Silver, very nice. Hey, Devon creator Caroline, Kirsty. Yeah, newspaper wrapping. Do you know, it's just so easy. So easy and so effective. And you can spray it, if you want to, or you can, wrap it, and you can add little twigs of rosemary or ivy. Oh dear, Facebook says it's still trying to reconnect. I hope those horrible boys aren't on... Do you think they're on the internet?
Well, kids probably watching the football.
Oh, that's a point. Do you want to... I tell you what, you could go and grab that thing that we talked about.
Oh yeah, okay.
And
boot him off the internet.
And could you just check that everybody is off?
Yeah.
And just anybody who is around. So Facebook's come back. Well done. Lily's just gone actually to make sure that the boys are offline. We think that Kit might be watching football or something. So I'm just going to take that down a little bit because it's. I think
it's very bright.
It has gone bright, hasn't it? How do we look? Do we look really bright or not on Facebook?
I think on Instagram we're fine.
On Instagram it's okay. It's so hard to adjust the lighting. I can't have drawn the curtains behind us, otherwise it all goes a bit wrong. Anyway, where was I? I was talking about wrapping. So just before I finish up, wrapping up on the wrapping. I got this from a friend yesterday, and I have to show you because I just thought this was talk about what's the word zeitgeist. Is it? You're an English student.
I don't think that's English.
No, it's not English, but we use it. Doesn't it mean of the moment? When something is, the feeling of zeitgeist is, it's the current, it's the sort of current thinking philosophy, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, this is just plain brown paper. So this is the other thing that you can do rather than buying really expensive wrapping paper. And you can stamp it if you want. You can get little decor stamps. You can make your own little gift tag, which has been done on here. And look what she made. She made a little dingle-dangle, and honestly, she did not know I was doing this. Maybe she's a subscriber to the magazine, I don't know. And this one, she's studded with little cloves, so it actually smells really nice, and it's just a bit of string, and again, plastic-free, really nice. This says, that's to all of us, love from Lucy, Paul, Wesley, Rose and Lily. She's got a Lily too. We should open that on Christmas Day. Thank you, Lucy. A couple of other things that we've been making are the little orange studded clove balls. These again smell really nice, and you can arrange them in a dish or you can hang them on your tree. We've been using fir cones. Again, you can dip these in eco glitter or you can paint them if you want. And then we have also been collecting leaves and spraying them. So these, you can just create a lovely kind of table setting or put them on a mantelpiece or on a bookshelf or whatever. Are they all off the internet?
They are. No one's using it.
No one's using it, okay.
It's still in bed.
Still in bed?
Like asleep, stretching, lights off, still in bed, not lounging there on his phone, actually still in bed.
Well, what time was he in bed then? When did he go to sleep?
I go to bed first.
I heard them go up maybe 12:30. To 1.
You see, that's the thing. If you reset your body clock...
but it's the way teenagers' brains work.
Yes, but he is, he's not going to be a teenager for much longer. I'm sorry, but he can't, he is living in our time zone, not teenage time zone. I'm just talking about these fans. Those tropical moments. Hopefully nobody's having a tropical moment because you've all been listening to my podcast with Louise Newsom, and these girls know so much about menopause, don't they?
Oh yeah, I'm fully ready.
We're so ready.
Don't wish your life away, sweetheart. Lil, I might need you to come and just check that the screeny focus thing on Facebook.
The screeny focus.
Well, do you know the exposure? Yeah, this is my digital editor here. So is it still okay? Ex-digital editor, or have we gone?
There we go. I think
is that better? So is that? I know it looks better for us, but will it look better for everybody on Facebook?
Yeah, that's what
it does. Yeah.
Okay, so I've got another present here that I want to share with you. And again, this is so environmentally sustainable. And I was just so touched to get this. And it says on my notes here, mention Wooden Spoon Man. So Wooden Spoon Man is this lovely, lovely guy called Graham. And I think he popped up on my Instagram. He left me a comment or something. So I commented back as I try and do. And then I thought, he sounds really interesting. What's his bag? Anyhow, he is Graham Beadle. If you're watching, Graham, this is a big shout out to you. And you have just a little setup in Wales called Loft House Spoons, and you carve spoons. And I just thought, what an amazing thing. And you honestly go and check him out on Instagram, Loft House Spoons, Graham Beadle. And there's a picture of him carving, and he messaged me, he said, can I send you a spoon? And I said, I'd love you to send me a spoon, thank you. So he has sent me this thing which I shall treasure. It's a thing of beauty. I think it's actually gorgeous. Too beautiful to use. Yeah. And it is the Loft House Apple Wood Cooking Spoon. Well, actually he says, I hope you will like and use. I absolutely love it. Look, I will have to use it. I shall use it on Christmas Day, perhaps to stir something special. And he says, all my spoons are created using only axe and a couple of knives, no sandpaper.
Wow.
Look at that. It's
Wow.
So
beautiful.
smooth.
Using locally sourced wood from around home, some foraged, storm damaged, or occasionally donated by people wishing to have prunings of a favourite tree turned into something useful and memorable. I also custom paint some spoon handles using safe, non-toxic, old-fashioned milk paint. Over the past 3 years, my work has been sold at various art and craft galleries and exhibitions, as well as having the privilege to demonstrate the craft a few times at the Acton Scott Historic Farm. That's so great. I've also been involved in promoting the mental well-being benefits that come with crafting. As part of the exhibition, Spoons Are Good For You, love that,
That's so great.
that opened at the British Medical Association's Chelsea Fringe event in 2019. So in 2021, I plan, COVID willing, to start running spoon carving workshops here on the farm where I live, combining the craft of spoon carving with the benefits for mental health that naturally occur when deeply engrossed in a creative process. I really appreciate your interest and feel honoured to gift you this humble cooking spoon. I hope you and your team have a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year. Isn't that lovely?
That's so great.
That was really
Thank
good.
you, Graham. I hope that you are watching either in real time or on
Modelling the
catch up.
spoon.
Yes, beautiful spoon modeler that we have. Isn't that fabulous? And you know, I checked out on the on Instagram, and they're not expensive. And I know that you did an amazing charity project for the victims of the Beirut blast, which was just amazing. So I think giving everybody a handmade, beautiful spoon is definitely something that's going on my list. Can you see the detail on the back? I mean, just lovely. I like the idea of having it made out of a piece of tree, perhaps
Yeah,
from your
that's
garden
lovely.
that's fallen, or you could, you know, have some beautiful spoons given to somebody as a wedding present, maybe with something carved on them. Just lovely, or just a special
Gorgeous,
present.
yeah.
Actually, talking about special presents, we've got some special birthdays coming up. My two girls here are January birthdays,
We are.
Yeah.
and
This
Brella's
one was my
first.
birthday present.
Yes. So Brella arrived on New Year's Day. And do you know, Brella, I was thinking you're going to be 20 this year.
It's a big one.
How did that happen? 20 years. And I was thinking this is going to be your very first birthday. Or Instagram, no, Facebook says it's trying to reconnect. Hopefully it will reconnect. Probably there's so many people now tuning in because they know that you're here, that we've kind of blown up the internet. This is going to be your first ever birthday in the
England.
UK. You have never had a birthday in the UK.
Yeah.
And that's because we've usually been in Kenya. And I think the very first year you were born, we were away on holiday somewhere.
You are, yeah.
So how amazing.
Yeah.
Get to 20 years old and have a British birthday.
Yeah.
Hi, Facebook, you're back. We're just saying that Brella's going to be 20 on New Year's Day. So for us, New Year's Eve is always a bit strange because we sing, you know, Auld Lang Syne at midnight and then immediately follow it with Happy Birthday.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. And then you, my darling, are going to be...
30. Yep.
How did I get to have a 30-year-old daughter? I must have been a just, you know, child bride. Basically. It's the only way it works, darling. It's the only way it works. Come on, you've got to work with me on this. Back me up. So yeah, into your 30s. How do you feel about that?
I've been excited about turning 30 for ages.
Have you?
Yes.
I think
'cause-
30s are good.
Exactly. So many people say that by the time you're 30, you know kind of more about yourself and what you want, and you don't worry so much about things like FOMO or what people think of you, and you just get on with life.
FOMO.
Fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out. I think we've all got a bit of FOMO at the moment, haven't we?
Oh, we do.
Well, except there's nothing to miss out
I was about to
so
say,
perhaps
it's actually-
FOMO's gone.
Yeah. And so I've actually been looking forward to being 30 for ages, but now that it's coming around, I'm not quite so convinced.
Age is just a number.
I know.
I have to say, I don't even believe my own age. You know, I look at my passport and I go, that is a lie. That cannot be right. I'm sitting here with my sisters, not my daughters. So what else was I going to do? I tell you, yes, mince pies. But before we do mince pies, I actually wanted to show you the roses that we made because there is a tutorial in that e-guide. Do please download your e-guide, by the way, if you haven't already, because honestly, we've been making so much stuff from it. We've just made the stuffing for Christmas Day. We've been doing the wrapping. Look at these. Shows you how to the little roses made out of newspaper. Aren't they cute? So if that's all you have, then you can make something really special out of recycled stuff. And we've also been making mince pies. So you've got your mince pies there. Just saying, actually, while we're on the subject of roses, I've got my wild rose necklace on. Yeah, great segue. It's so carefully planned. Not really. But lots of you have messaged to say how much you love this, and I know there are going to be a few of them under trees. So again, do please post pictures if you are unwrapping something from my jewellery collection. I would love to see, and I will repost them on my stories. And today, because it's nearly Christmas, look, I put my little crystal drops on. I think I'm safe to lean forward because I've got a brooch, so I think I'm all right. So, yeah, look, I've added... So these, if you haven't seen, this is how they work. So I've got my little rosy studs. And then because I like things that multitask, you can wear them on their own, or you can have them with the little drop, which I've got today because it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
That's because it's Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve Eve.
Yeah, it is.
So what does that mean then? Christmas Eve Eve. Are there any special traditions? I know what it means.
Oh, okay.
I haven't entirely lost the plot.
It's my favourite day normally.
Why is it your favourite day?
Because it's like properly festive and Christmassy, yet with no pressure.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And it does mean that we get to eat mince pies.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, show us your mince pies. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
In a nice Santa tin.
Oh, it's all so beautifully put together. Can you get with those nails? Honestly, those are the most ridiculous nails. Can we see
They're
your nails?
my lovely Christmas nails.
So great. I
can
couldn't get a
see them.
manicure.
They've got glitter on them.
They do
They're
look as if you
fabulous.
sort of dip the ends in glitter.
Yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
stick-on nails? Or are they what? Or are they shellac or something?
It might be acrylic.
They might be.
So that's
Those are
stick-on.
so bad for your nails.
They are so bad.
But they're so
and then
pretty.
do you know what
I
she
know
does?
they're
but
so
then do you know what
pretty.
she does?
Don't
What?
expose
Mum,
me.
do you know what Brella then does?
What does she do, Danny? Tell me.
She picks them off instead of getting them properly taken off and soaked off.
Okay, but you know what?
She
The
pings-
first
she
time
pings them
ever.
off.
She pings them off.
And
No,
she
no, no.
picks
You
at
honestly,
them.
seriously, you will so damage your nails
Yeah.
forever if you do that.
I did the last time I had them done. I did get them properly taken off.
I'm so
Okay.
proud of you.
Thank you.
I
It was a
didn't know
really
that.
big thing because my nails
But how
do
can you
rip
do
off.
anything in these nails? I mean, they're just so long.
Well,
She's used to them.
Do you
yeah,
just sort
I'm used
of
to them,
yeah?
and they make me look pretty. And I feel like I have my
You are
life
pretty.
together when I get them done.
Okay,
I walk
that
out
is-
the salon, I'm
that's-
like, yes.
Okay, you feel
New
like you're
woman.
together. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, how those little things make a difference. Anyway, are you going to be able to open the tin
Yes.
with those nails?
Oh, they
Right.
smell so good. I just got a waft.
They do.
It smells
do.
like Waitrose baking.
When
Section.
this
Yeah.
is so much better than that.
Yeah, I know.
So look at what we've made. Oh, Facebook has crashed again, I think, in the excitement. So what we did here was we used the traditional mincemeat recipe that is on Earle Wellbeing and also in the e-guide. And you made the pastry and everything, didn't you?
Yep. Sweet short crust pastry.
Sweet short crust pastry. And then we've done little diddy ones. So these are bite size. And they look slightly different on top. Sorry, Facebook, that we've lost you for the moment. Because we used the pistachio marzipan recipe. So I actually found this in the freezer. So that's why we
Really?
used it. We used it up. So it had obviously been left over, I think, from Easter.
It's really nice.
Because it was for the
It's
simnel
so
cake
good.
that we made. So I added it. I whizzed it all up again. Nice to have you back, Facebook and YouTube. I'm so sorry if you missed the great unveiling of the mince pies. But these, I was just saying to our friends on Instagram, these have got marzipan made with pistachios. So, which I whipped out of the freezer, I think left over from Easter, because we had a recipe for a pistachio marzipan simnel cake. So it makes green marzipan, which is quite fun.
Yeah.
And delicious.
And
And
that's so
delicious.
delicious.
And then we've also got some bigger ones here as well. So
That's
I
so
think
good.
we are, thank you very much for making those. It's lovely to have my helpers, my elves. Yes, magazine. You will be hopefully getting your new magazine soon if you have got the current one. Where's the current one? Oh, here it is. Here you go. This has got some really fun Christmas recipes in it, so don't forget that if you are looking to make things like your ginger Christmas pudding energy balls. Has the exposure gone funny again on Facebook? Do you
I
need
think
to-
it's when you put up the
It's,
magazine.
yeah.
Okay, sorry, it's a bit white. Can you see that?
Mm.
I have got a YouTube tutorial that Brella and I did. That's
Was that the one where the processor exploded?
That is the very
It's
one.
a funny one.
And we just thought, well, actually, to be honest, we didn't think, I didn't have the ingredients to do it twice, so we had to run with it, so we just carried on. I do quite fancy this. Which one of you lovelies would like to make that?
What is it?
This is the winter spice carrot cake.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
yum.
carrot cake.
Love
Oh my
carrot cake.
goodness.
Okay. And you share a house at uni with a great baker, don't you?
Yes.
So have you been
I do.
absorbing some of her skills? Do you think-
I've been taste testing.
Okay.
So I feel like I know what a good cake tastes like.
Well, that's good.
You can judge
So,
then.
so I think we've got everything in the cupboard for this. We're using spelt flour or wholemeal flour. So it's going to have a bit more prebiotic fibre. We've got all the herbs there, spices, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, cloves, bit of olive oil. That's good. So we're not using dairy in this. We're not using butter because Guy is lactose intolerant. So if we made that, then he could have that as well, couldn't we?
Yes.
Dark brown sugar, vanilla extract, eggs and grated carrot. So yeah, I love the idea of that. Okay, well watch this space because you have committed it now to the nation.
Oh gosh. No pressure.
But we'll see how that works out. If you have yet to subscribe, you can do so obviously online and then you get the notifications. So if you're giving it as a gift subscription, last minute gift, you don't have to worry about the post. And then there is the offer of this great little balm, which I love, the Ishika Bomb. Have you tried this?
Mm-mm.
Doesn't really smell of anything. It's you just use it. I use it on fingers and hands and chapped skin, but you can use it over your face. You can use it anywhere where you're dry. It's lovely on the feet.
Thank
You
you.
can use it on lips.
I'm not going to be able to get that out of my nails.
Well, you can use them as a scoop,
True,
can't
you
you?
can scoop it. You can scoop it.
You can. That's perfect.
Thank you.
So this is
Oh,
a
it's
little
very nice.
£10 balm. It's lovely, isn't it? It's completely natural.
Oh.
And oops, drop that. And these get sent out as a free subscription gift. We've only got the last few remaining, but if you want to get it, then please do grab it. These get sent out separately in the post in January. So the magazine will arrive first, and then the gift balm. And you can either have that sent to you or have it sent to the whoever you're sending the gift magazine subscription to. So, and there is a special offer for that as well. I've just seen, actually talking about balms, that my lovely spoon that Graham sent me has come with some spoon butter, wax seed and hemp, which I imagine is for actually conditioning the spoon with rather than for rubbing on.
Oh,
Although
amazing.
I imagine you could use it for both if it's just flaxseed and hemp. But maybe that's for oiling my spoon. Oh, it's also lovely. Actually, I'm just thinking, I've seen that garland there. There's something
Yeah.
else that we were doing with the spray paints. Just going back to the subject of decor. So these are, they've got slightly tangled up. You can either use artificial leaves or you can pick leaves and spray paint them and then just wire them onto a thin rope or piece of string. And then I found some of our old fairy lights. Whoops. And I'm just going to, it's a bit hard to do all this sitting down. I'm just going to wind these around actually and then have these possibly on a mantelpiece. Doesn't
Oh,
they look fun?
lovely.
Well, just to twist them together
Really nice.
Yeah.
and then... And actually you found, didn't you, Lil, that with your migraine that fairy lights are okay?
Fairy lights are like the best kind of light. If
Isn't
you
that
need
great?
if you need light,
Yeah.
fairy lights, a medium-sized Christmas tree with just some lights around it, none of the flashy, brightly coloured business,
Yeah,
then they're perfect.
great. Just for giving a nice cosy glow.
Yes,
and not
also
hurting
you
your
can
head.
actually like see in the kitchen
Yeah,
if you need to make a cup of tea or something.
yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, so we'll be putting lots of fairy lights up. We've had some really, really lovely comments, which my team has printed out for me, or sent me rather, and I printed out, which I just thought that we would share with you because this is going to be the last live before Christmas.
Oh, sad times.
Sad times. But I have recorded something which is going up onto YouTube tomorrow, which I hope you enjoy with your families and friends, whether they're with you or virtually, which I recorded with my brother, Adrian, over the internet. So we did it all long distance because we couldn't see each other. and it's just something that's quite special and quite heartfelt, so I hope that you enjoy that. So that will be going live tomorrow. So if you have yet to check out YouTube, then do please make sure that you're subscribed. It's on Earle Wellbeing, and that will be going live shortly. I'll also be recording a Friday 5 podcast, which I think probably will go live on Christmas Eve. Well, I'll just need to check that. It might actually become a Thursday live rather than a Friday 5 podcast, but I am just about to do that. So there will be lots of ways to keep in touch and connect, and we will also be sending out our newsletter, which is a bumper, really, really good Christmas edition. So do make sure that you are subscribed. Just head to lizellwellbeing.com and you can hit subscribe to newsletter, and it comes free, and that will be in your inbox. And for those who don't see it or who miss it, do please check your spam folder just in case it's got hidden there. I've also realised I've got these sat on the table next to me. So these are other just homemade Christmas ideas. These are little candles you can bulk buy cinnamon sticks online and just glue them around a candle and put a ribbon around them. And these then, as they warm, you get the lovely cinnamon scent.
Oh, that's great.
Isn't that nice? They just look so pretty.
They do.
Never leave a candle unattended. Never, ever, ever.
Nope.
Tell you that. Every time. Honestly, if you go out of the room, blow it out, really, and then relight it when you come back in. Okay, so just to finish up. Wow, I mean, we've had so many amazing comments and just such lovely feedback. I don't really quite know where to start. This was from Lisa on email, who said, I've just bought the Good Menopause Guide for my sister Sue. After the amazing help your work has given me with my perimenopause, I wanted to share the knowledge. Thank you so much. This was from Heather. Thank you all for helping us get through this horrid year. It's been a real joy reading your magazine and being part of the Insta fam. I haven't missed one Insta live and have found your friendliness and compassion to be so encouraging, as I know a lot of us have. So that was from Heather. This one from Sarah says, having discovered Liz on Instagram during the first lockdown, through her I learnt about Dr. Louise Newson. They have saved me. I had a hysterectomy 7 years ago after years of endometriosis and unsuccessful IVF attempts. My consultants had never talked about the HRT options. I'd said I didn't want it, having thought it might trigger the endometriosis again, and they didn't try to persuade me of the benefits. I've since been prescribed estrogen gel and progesterone tablets. I'm still trying to get the testosterone. If I hadn't heard them both in various podcasts and through the online resources, my GP would never have prescribed them for me. I knew better and how to push for it, thanks to Liz and Louise. I've also had a DEXA scan and now on calcium and vitamin D. And just, it's just great what you say. You go on to say that, all this work basically that we've done has changed your life. So that was from Sarah. Thank you very much. This one is from Zoe, which I think I read before, but I just love it if you missed it. Dear Liz and the Wellbeing team, we've almost done it, 2020. We have survived, we are strong, we are feeling good for what challenges 2021 may have for us. Thank you for helping me through this crazy year. So many ups and downs. You guys have been amazing, inspiring, and a huge part of me personally on getting through 2020. The recipes, the juices, the gut boxes, the codes, making kombucha, the clothes, the slumber drops, the headbands, I could go on. My Lizelle Insta fam has been a huge positive this year. Through listening to your lives, reading your magazine, which I did anyway, listening to the podcasts, which then leads to more podcasts, I strangely feel that I'm coming away from 2020 as a stronger, more knowledgeable person, braver in my life choices, and excited at what 2021 may have in store. Surely it can only get better. Echo that sentiment. Oh gosh, a few more here just before we go. Andrea, short and sweet. I make kefir every week and absolutely love it. Thank you for all you and the team do. Thank you. From Debbie. Oh, Debbie from America. Honestly, it's a real tonic to watch, read and listen to all that Liz and the whole Wellbeing team do. No matter where we are in the world, me, USA, it's such a lovely way to be able to connect and share the good things. and the not so good things sometimes, but I always feel so much better afterwards. That's Debbie. Merry Christmas, Debbie. Thank you for that. Penny, the latest Sparkly magazine is totally gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it. Q Sparkly magazine.
Q Sparkly magazine.
There we go. You might not be able to get the real glitter, but we've got printed glitter. This one from Helen. I just wanted to let you know how much you have helped, informed, inspired, and made me laugh over the past 9 months. I started watching your IGT lives in April and haven't missed any. Hi, Helen. Shout out for Helen. I'd like to thank your amazing team for working so hard to bring us all the latest news on health and well-being. And thank you again for being such an inspiration and overall lovely lady. Thank you,
Aww.
Helen. Here we go. Thanks so much for your super quick response about the wine tasting. Aha, this is going to cue wine in a minute.
Okay.
This will be such a great way to lighten up the lockdown, so my family are hugely looking forward to it. I am the hugest fan of everything you're doing at Earle Wellbeing. The podcast and the entire website are my go-to for a pick-me-up or inspiration almost on a daily basis. Huge thanks to you and the team. And that was from Sarah. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to have a bit of a pick-me-up.
Get the straws.
Yeah. So this is from the wine box. It's still available. Obviously, you can't order it now in time for Christmas. Oh, is it all slippery? Can you manage?
Okay. Got it.
What your godfather? So Richard Badfield,
Okay.
who's the master of wine, who helped me with my wine box, is Lily's godfather.
Yes.
And remember what your godfather says?
Yes.
You have to
Twist the bottle.
hold the cork and turn the bottle. Exactly.
Yeah. It's actually.
Whoa! Didn't quite go everywhere.
Terrifying.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. Well, you got some glasses. So this is the organic prosecco from the wine box. So it's almost healthy because it's organic and it's quite dry, so it's not too sweet. The sugar content is lower, and it's just, you can hear those bubbles. Can you hear it? I can hear it fizzing away. I don't know whether you can. But tiny little bubbles, and they do say when you talk to the master connoisseurs of sparkling wine that the smaller the bubble, the better the quality. These are very
Really?
efficient. Why don't you pour that one, sweetheart, in front of that microphone, because then
Okay.
you'll really get to hear it, because it's just such a lovely sound. Who doesn't
Okay.
like the sound of bubbles? Here we go. Can you hear it?
For ASMR.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good sound. So the wine box, which is in the magazine, but you'll also find it online on lizarwellbeing.com. There's a link, and it's from Vintage Roots, who are these lovely organic British company. I had Neil, who was the founder, on my podcast a couple of weeks ago talking about it. They got totally overwhelmed with orders, but they are now back on track, and they are now processing orders for new customers. So just follow the link and it'll take you to the Lizard Wellbeing wine box, or you can find it on their website, Vintage Roots. And they will be able to send it out. They may be able to get it to you in time for New Year. I don't know, but actually, if you want something for the year ahead, all the bottles keep, so you can just lay them down for as long as you like. And they are all organic, they are vegan, some of them are biodynamic, so less likely to give you a headache, which is something that we can all drink to. Honestly, so many messages and kind comments. Thank you. It's been great, and we will be back, or I will be back with you. It won't quite be the end of the year, because I am planning on being back live on Monday, which I think is that the 28th.
Yes.
Something like that. Anyway, we're not in 2021, are we? At the
No,
beginning of next week, so we've still got some bits and pieces. So I'm going to be showing what to do with Christmas leftovers. Maybe sharing a few highlights of just rounding up the year. Anyway, this is the last time that we are here live before Christmas Day. So I hope that wherever you are and whatever situation and circumstance you find yourself in, I'm sure it's not ideal. I'm sure it's less than ideal in many, many ways. But just to say that we are all thinking of you and just united in hope for the future and positivity, and we just want to share the love and hope that we can all connect in so many positive, helpful, cheerful ways going forward to be a support for everybody's well-being, both physically and mentally and emotionally. So we wish you a very, very Merry Christmas.
Yay,
Cheers.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Lots of love.